Hey everyone, happy Sunday. I just wanted to do a quick video to teach you guys how to contour two different Grinch images. It seems like with the holidays fast approaching, there are a lot more posts on Facebook of people not knowing how to contour these two specific images. So what I have is I have a Grinch image that I have downloaded from Google, and I'm going to upload it into Design Space. So I'm going to upload it as a complex image. I'm going to click continue, and then I'm going to change my advanced options so that I don't get the fuzziness that sometimes Google images have. So I'm going to reduce my colors to 4, and I'm going to change my color tolerance to 60. And I'm going to erase everything that is not the black outline. The only exception to that is I'm not going to erase the red of the ornament since it is an outline and it will change to the darker gray once I select it as save as a cut image. So I'm going to click on continue. I'm going to save it as a cut image, and then I'm going to insert it into my canvas. Once I'm done that, I'm going to delete my grid lines in the back just because I don't prefer them. It's not something that you have to do. And then I'm going to shrink this down so that you can see it once I start contouring it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this as many times as many colors that I want to add back into the image. And I'll usually duplicate it one more time so that I have an extra just in case I mess up or anything. That way I don't have to re-upload the image. So I will duplicate this 5 times. And really quick before I start contouring, I want to show you guys something that you may or may not know. Let's say I decided that I didn't want to contour this and I wanted to just cut it out, maybe let's say like a green glitter vinyl. So if you go to where it says fill and you go to print, you can upload your own pattern design. So I just went to Google and I searched for green glitter background and I uploaded it as a pattern. So you can see that I have it here. And then what it'll do is it'll change your image to that green glitter. So just if you want to imagine maybe what your project will look like with the green glitter, you can do that. Um, and you can change it back to black. That's just for like visualization. Um, but also, if you wanted to print it out, do a print and cut instead of cutting vinyl, you could certainly do that as well, and it would print the glitter look for you. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change it to black. And I'm going to click on contour. And I'm going to click on hide all contours. And as you can see, what it's done in the bottom left-hand corner is it's changed the hand and the ornament to completely black. So I'm going to zoom in so that I can see the words. And I'm going to click on each letter. Or what you could do is you could go through your panel and you could click on all the letters. I just find it easier to do it over here. So I'm going to click on all of the letters, and you want to make sure that you're also clicking the inside of the letter so that it's not filled in black. What this is going to do is it's going to create our base layer that's all black so that when you actually go to layer the colors on top of it, it's a little bit easier. So I'm going to X out of this, and I have my solid bottom black layer. Then I'm going to take my next layer, and I'm going to click everything in the image that I want red. So I'm going to click on contour again. I'm going to click on hide all contours. I'm going to click on all of the red pieces. So I'm going to click on the piece of his jacket and also on the ornament. And then I'm going to click the top panel in the contour panel, and that'll get rid of everything else that is not red. And I'm going to X out. So now I have my two pieces that are red. I'm going to go up to my colors. I'm going to change this to red. Then I'll place it over the black base piece. Then I'm going to take my next layer, and I'm going to click on contour. I'll click on hide all contours, and then I'll click on everything that I want to be white in the image. So I'm going to click on the bottom of his sleeve. Then there's also a little white piece in between his fingers that I'm going to click on. And then I will click on the top panel in the contour panel, X out of it, and now I have all of my white pieces. I'll place them where I want them to go. And then lastly, I'm going to take my last piece and I'm going to click on contour. And this time I'm going to click on hide all contours, and I'm going to click on everything that I want to be green. These little pieces that are inside of the green, I'm going to make sure that I click on those so that they do not cut out in green. I want them to be the black that's underneath. And then once I've done that, I'm going to X out. Sorry, I forgot to click the top panel. So I'm going to X out, and I'm going to change this to green. So I could leave it at this green, but let's say maybe I didn't like this green. I didn't think it was Grinchy enough. I could go to advanced, and I could play around with the different colors. So I could change it to more of a neon green, or just kind of find the green that I'm looking for. So like this green, I'm going to keep that. Then I'm going to place this over the hand. And you can kind of play around with it to move the pieces where you want. I think that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and hide this one since I no longer need it. And then let's say I wanted to personalize this. Maybe I wanted it to not say days till Christmas. Maybe I wanted it to be for a cup or something, and I wanted to personalize it for a friend. What I could do is I could slice out the words days till Christmas, so I could go to shapes. I could click on square, and I could unlock the square and make it more of a rectangle. I could select all. Once I take off all my colors, I can select all and then slice it. And you could certainly contour these out. I just think sometimes slicing is a little bit easier. So I'm going to take another square and I'm going to change the shape, and I'm going to make sure that I get days out. So let's say I wanted to monogram this for a friend. What I have done is I have downloaded a font from DeFont called Monogrammus. And I'm going to fill the ornament in with my friend's initials. So I am going to click on text. I'm going to find the font that I want. Let's say my friend had the initials ABC. What I'm going to do is I'm going to resize this to fit. I could either do it to fit inside of the red, or I could get rid of the red completely just by I could take a circle and I could slice that out as well. So now my circle is separate from my sleeve. So let's say I wanted to get rid of that circle. Right now, these are all one piece. Rather than slice them individually, I could go to ungroup to letters, and now you can see that they are 3 different pieces. So I'm going to go back to shapes, and I'm going to select a square. I'm going to unlock it, and I'm going to make this more of a longer rectangle piece. Then I'm going to duplicate this a few more times. I'm going to lay this on the second half of my monograms. I'm going to slice them so that I get the A. Grab the B, and I'm going to do the same thing. And you won't be able to slice like 2 at a time since you can only do 2 layers. You've got to do the B separately. So I'm going to slice that, and I'm going to move the extra up here, and then I'll slice again the other side of the B. I'm just going to do it for the back half of the C. Delete all the excess. And I can put my letters together. I can select all, and I can align them so that they are centered horizontally. Wrong one, sorry. I center them vertically. So now that they are centered, I can weld them or attach them actually so that they are all one piece. So now they go around the screen as one piece. I can change this to red if I wanted, maybe to white. I think I like the red better, so I'm going to change that back. And as you can see, I have a personalized ornament for my friend. So the next Grinch image that I want to upload is the face. It seems like a lot of people aren't sure how to do the eyes yellow. So I'm going to duplicate this twice. I'm going to click on contour. Click hide all contours. Zoom in so that you can see. I'm going to click everything that I want to be yellow. And I'm going to click the top layers panel to get rid of his smile. And then all I have to do on this one is just change this to yellow. And line it up behind his eyes. Hopefully this video helped you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave them in the comments and I will be glad to answer them. Have a good day. Thank you.